Welcome back to another exciting video, and welcome to Investing for Beginners community with over 70,000 members on Facebook groups right now and over 3,000 members right here on YouTube. So thank you for all your support. Let's get started. So Investing for Beginners community would like to give you some more information on how investing can be super easy. Now, it can be easy for you. We're going to show you how, and I'm just going to use 6 steps. Super simple, 6 steps here. Now, you can find these on my website, investingforbeginnerscommunity.com, and we talk a lot about this on YouTube channel as well. We're also on Pinterest and Instagram, so definitely subscribe and then head over there and follow those social media accounts. So absolutely is possible to invest, and it can be easy. It can be super easy, guys, to invest. It doesn't have to be a daunting task. It doesn't have to be super hard and complicated unless you make it hard and complicated. Now, I have discussed this with many followers, subscribers, and now we're getting into more one-on-one and group meetings with face-to-face with people of the community, with people around me, just to educate them on investing and also get ideas and information from them as well. So with all these things and all these events and just over the years conversating with these fantastic people, I've developed basically, 5 to 6 really simple ways for someone to get started. Now, first off, you're going to want to set a clear goal before driving or going somewhere. You first pick a destination. Where am I going? Some people now might get into their car and be like, I'm just going to drive around for a while and then maybe finally decide where I'm going to go later. But really, you want to know where you're going. So first, you need to set a clear goals, right? Consider your financial goals, your investment time horizon, knowing what you're aiming for, what you're looking for. Are you wanting, passive income? Are you wanting to make a monthly income maybe through your investments? Are you wanting to, hold on, filling up some water. Or are you wanting to try to make as much money as possible and create a large nest egg? Are you trying to save for retirement? Are you trying to just get your feet wet? Do you like dividends? There's so many different things that you can want that we wouldn't know, right? A other person wouldn't know exactly what goals you want to have. So you yourself need to set those clear goals. And also drink water, because if you're dead, you can't make any goals. So drink water so you're not dehydrated. Okay, and definitely check out Investing for Beginners community. I have a ton of books. There's also books that I've created, and there's books that I recommend to new beginners. They're very educational, they're very simple to read and understand, and they will not break the bank. Super inexpensive books as well. So when you do buy those books, I do get a small affiliate commission for you clicking that link. So number 2, start small. Now, you don't need to be wealthy to invest. You don't need $1,000, $1,000,000, $100,000. Heck, you don't even need $100 anymore. With these new robo advisors and these investing account apps, which is like Robinhood, Webull, Moomoo. And if you want to sign up for any of those links, I believe I have a couple down below. You will get a free share. I will get a free share when you sign up for really any of those sites, Facebook, Webull, or Moomoo. Definitely check the links below. Again, I get a free share. You get a free share. Definitely look into the different terms and which one would best suit you and your needs. But definitely, if you're not getting started yet, start small. Start by just downloading the app. Start by watching more YouTube videos on a particular app you like. Maybe you saw this because you typed in investing for beginners. I get that a lot of beginners here. It's in our name, and this is where I want to educate and want people to start their journey. Now, you may find other educators out there and other people who have much more experience and we'll take a deep dive into particular topics and their interest. But here it's just a common ground, investing as a whole for beginners, all the things you need to know to get started. So start by downloading the app, start by educating yourself. Watching this video is a great start. You're already ahead of the game. There's a lot of people right now that aren't even interested in figuring out how to make their money work for them. Now, start small, download the app, watch videos. Take $5 when you are confident. Take $5 and invest it into one of those robo advisors. There's also Stash. There's, I believe, Cash App. I don't know if they have any investing on there. It's possible. Acorns. I mean, there are so many investing apps out there right now. Again, be cautious with which ones you use. I guess I would recommend, I wouldn't recommend, but I would say I personally use Robinhood, Webull, and Moomoo. They're on my phone. I use them a lot. And I have my money kind of diversified into 3 platforms instead of one. I used to hold a lot of money in just one, but now I don't. So, I have a few $1,000s in each one of those accounts. So that's great. But start with $5. Then, maybe do $5 a month, maybe do $5 a week. Maybe you increase it once you get more comfortable, but you're going to want to start small and think of it as planting a small little seed over time, which is going to grow into a beautiful plant or a tree later in life, as long as you take care of it and keep feeding it, which is those small little $5 increments. So number 3 is diversify. I mentioned it just now, even myself diversifying across different apps and platforms, but you're also going to want to diversify against different asset classes and sectors in the market as well. So spreading your investments across different assets. For example, I would say I would pick companies like Apple, Tesla, Facebook, but then I would also get out of that sector and go into a different asset like maybe REITs or real estate investment trusts. And if you guys want to learn more about those, I have a whole playlist on what real estate investment trusts are and how you can benefit from those. Now, there is a stipulation, which is pretty cool, that any REIT has to pay out 90% of their income in the form of dividends to their shareholders like you and me. So I'll put a link above or a card. You can click on it, and that video is just perfectly well described and explained. So simple for a beginner that you will want to be investing in real estate through REITs probably after watching it. 90% of their income goes in your pocket, and you don't have to do anything. You don't have to sign checks. You don't have to be a landlord. You don't have to go collect rent payments or check on broken water heaters. If you're looking at being a landlord or real estate investor, then maybe you'd want to check and look into REITs first. So definitely check out that playlist. Now, diversifying can simply mean to spread your assets, to diversify, to be really spread out. I wouldn't say thin, but you want to be spread a little thin, through different sectors. Now, this will help reduce risk. Now, if the real estate market goes down and you are invested 100% in real estate, you will lose a majority of your money. But if you're invested in real estate sector, consumer, industrial, maybe some oil, maybe you're in telecom, all these different sectors are going to reduce that risk. So if one sector falls out and 100% falls out, you can quickly eliminate that sector or asset, and you can maintain most of the majority of your portfolio being safe. So say instead of 100% loss, maybe it's only a 1% or 2 or 3% loss, 10% being max. I wouldn't necessarily put anything more than 10% into one asset. And as a beginner, that can be kind of hard because if you have $5, there's not very many companies you can invest in for $5. Now you can do let's see, you can do partial shares. I believe through, I want to say Robinhood. I'm pretty sure Robinhood does it, where you can do partial shares. So right now I own like $300 of Berkshire Hathaway, and we know Berkshire Hathaway is like 200,000 or $250,000. But I own, a little bit worth of that. So you definitely want to diversify to reduce your risk. Now consider options like mutual funds, or I am explaining now the robo investors that handle diversification for you. Now you could also just get into VOO or Vanguard. Now Vanguard has their own diversification platform, and just like the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, the Dow, they're all diversified. So you can literally just put money into those and they will diversify and correct and balance their portfolio where they feel it's going to make the best return for them. Now, as investing for beginners, you kind of want to learn these things on your own. And I could simply tell you, okay, take $5 every week and invest it in the S&P 500 into video. That's it. But I believe there's more to it. There's more to it. That's too simple, but also a bit boring. And I know investing as a beginner, because I've been a beginner myself, it can be boring, and it's like, well, I don't feel like I'm doing enough, or I don't feel like I'm getting enough of return. It's going up and down, and maybe you're not, right? Why settle for a 4 to 8% return every year if you're lucky, when you could literally be getting 30 or 40% returns every single year just by simply diversifying, moving your assets around, selling your losers, doubling down on your winners, etc. So that's number 3, diversify your account. If you've made it this far, we are halfway through the 6 steps on how simple and easy it can be to start investing. Well, I want to give you a round of applause, right? Because not many people make it past like 30 seconds. They want a quick answer. They want the quick thing. And again, I could tell you all day, $5 in the S&P, you're done. 20 years later, maybe you're a millionaire, maybe you're not, right? I want you to take control of your investing journey. And that's the whole point of the Investing for Beginners community. Our motto is invest in yourself. That's it. We want to invest in yourself. That's our motto. Okay? To help others, we need to help ourselves first. Seems selfish, but at the same time, it seems reasonable, right? What happens when you are in an airplane and the mask falls down? They tell you to put the mask on yourself first, and then to help your neighbor. Can't help your neighbor if you are dead. So a lot of weird ultimatum examples in here. But the point being, invest in yourself right now is our motto for your success. I want you to achieve your dreams and start your journey with some really good basics. There is a lot of scammers, spammers, and people out there trying to take your money, saying they know how to double it, triple it, make more of it. There is no secret to making money. The only one that can make money is the government when they print it. So what we want to do is try to capture money. How do we keep money? And how do we get our money to work for us and create more money while we're sleeping, right? That's the whole point. So thank you if you've got this far. And again, you're doing better than half the world right now because you are interested in investing. So number 4 is compound earnings. Now, the magic of investing lies in compound interest. Now, it is a really crazy thing to think about, but any profits you earn that get reinvested, leading to additional returns on top of the returns that you made. So it's like a crazy, weird snowball effect for your money. You have $100, you make 10%, you make $110. You make $110 now, or that's what you have, and you make 10% on that, you make $121, I believe, something like that. So you are continuously making money on top of money, and it compounds to the point where you're in your interest. The $10 that you made for free is now making its own $10, and that's making $10, and that's making $10. And it's actually a quite cool phenomenon that happens. And that's why I say investing just $5 a day can be, or not a day, just $5 in general, maybe a month. $5 a month is 60 a year. $5 a week is $260 a year. $5 a day, again, you get the point. So when you do that, the money starts compounding. Like right now, I'm getting monthly income, monthly, which gets reinvested, which then I get to earn more interest on the money that was reinvested. It's fantastic. Okay, I swear I started with $1. I was making like $1 a year in interest or dividends, and then it was $1 a month, and then it was $1 a week, and now it's $1 a day. And well, it's definitely more than $1 a day, but it got to $1 a day, and then I don't know if you could somehow calculate it to like $1 an hour. That's $24 a day in just interest, and then that compounds, and then that compounds. The point is to not touch it for quite some time, to where your $5 a day that you're investing starts becoming $5 a day that you can pull out, or that you can compound interest, right? You can't live off of $5, but eventually you can live off of 500, 5,000, 50,000. Right? So compound earnings is amazing. I also have a video about that if you want to check it out. So number 5, educating yourself. And honestly, this should be the first one. This should go really hand in hand with number 1, which is setting a clear goal. Because in order to set a clear goal, you should be somewhat educated first, learning about different investment vehicles, different strategies, different risk levels, as well as gaining knowledge that'll help empower you to make the right decisions. Okay, because there is no really right or wrong decision for a individual. Now, there's basics. I wouldn't invest in a company that's going straight down for 10 years straight. I only invest in companies that are going up 10 years, right? That's pretty basic, but there might be a different strategy for someone else. Maybe Clint is 80 years old. Okay, maybe 80 is a little bit too old, but maybe Clint's like 60 and he's getting ready to retire, or is semi-retired. He's going to have a different strategy and different needs and goals than someone who is, say, 20 or 19, who's first starting out. Someone who's 30, who's kind of midlife, and they got some different things going on, right? So educate yourself, know some different strategies, vehicles, and levels of risk before you start investing. Have those clear goals. If you're 60, I would not have you investing like a 20-year-old. And if you're 20, I wouldn't have you investing like a 60-year-old. There are differences in both. And if you want to know more about that, then just, leave a link below and we can make a video. If this video gets like 100 likes or something, I can make that video. So number 6, last but not least, and it's super important, simple choices. Simple choices. There are user-friendly platforms like even Charles Schwab, interactive brokers like Webull, and they all cater to beginners. They offer 0 trading fees and easy to use interfaces. I remember when I started investing, I'm 32 now, so over 15 plus years ago, when I started investing, when I was 19, because I didn't start at 18, you had fees. There was a fee for everything. I think I was using TD Ameritrade, and they had, I think it was $2.99 buy and a $2.99 sell. So when you round trip it, it's like 6 and some change, or like $6 or $7 to make a single in and out trade. So then you got to make sure that you're making enough for that trade. If you don't have, I'm day trading, you better be making more than that minimum to trade, and put that into factor. So, hey, I made $10, really only made $3 because you had to give them $7, $6, something like that. So there isn't any trading fees any longer, which is great. And, last but not least, just remember investing is about growing your wealth over time. It's not going to be necessarily quick, but it can be super easy. Start with what you're comfortable with and gradually explore more options. Maybe you want to look into REITs first, or maybe you want to look into gold investing. Maybe you want to look into investing in artwork or commodities. The point is, find what you would like to invest in, what interests you, what excites you, what maybe you would consider as safe or not such a high risk. Maybe you want to do some high risk type trades. Whatever your level is that you're comfortable with, definitely pursue that. Subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to check out Investing for Beginners community website, Facebook, YouTube channel if you're still watching, Instagram, and we also have a blog where we have tons of information on investing in real estate, starting your own blog in 2023 and beyond, and gold investing, which was really popular for quite some time, monthly paying dividend stocks, 30 high paying dividend stocks, how to create a budget for success, and I show you a couple sneak peek. I believe it's like 3 pages in each of my books. Financial Freedom Can Be Easy and My Morning Rituals That Changed My Life. Please join the community if you have interest, and definitely subscribe so you don't miss out on upcoming articles, blogs, books, and all kinds of awesome content that's totally free to you as long as you're a community member. Now, those books I mentioned you can get for free if you go to the Facebook group and become a member. You can get those books directly in the files link in the group. So become a member, get it for free, or support me, and you can buy these books on Amazon. So definitely check them out. And remember, I offer only the most useful information for you to start your journey to success by achieving the greatest goal in life, which is health, wealth, the pursuit of happiness. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.